We're going to come down onto our backs. And then arms right above the head. Stretch out right side, left side. And so we're going to come today into our final relaxation. So you can be seated if you wanted to do a seated meditation, but really what I wanted to go through today was a Savasana practice, and it's a very sort of simple. It's a nice thing to do. It's a Savasana practice which is known as squeeze and release. And guess what? We squeeze and release different parts of the body, as I mentioned them. So as I say, if you wanted to be seated and just use this as a meditation, that's fine with you. But Savasana is possibly the better position. And the idea really is that we do hold a lot of tension in the body without even realizing it. So that eventually, we're kind of we're sort of like this. We're walking around, and then you think, why is my shoulder sore? Why is it so sore? Then you oh, hang on a minute. You look in the mirror and you can see it's, and then you can let go of it. So squeeze and release is about. I'll talk you through the various parts of the body, and as I mention those. As I mentioned, the hands, we're going to squeeze the hands into a really tight fist as much as we can. And then we're going to release. And it just helps to take that relaxation a little bit further. So if you want to get into your, into Savasana, if that's where you want to go, or if you want to be seated, that's absolutely fine. If you are in Savasana, then start off. It is a posture, so I'm going to just check that the whole body is sort of lengthened. So we're going to press the heels away to start with, and then allowing the feet to flop out to the side. And then we're going to have the hands about a foot or so away from the body, with the palms facing upwards. So having the palms facing upwards just allows the chest to be open, and it allows the shoulders to be open. And then we can keep the back of the head on the floor, but bringing the chin slightly into the chest. So this lengthens the back of the neck. And then softly closing the eyes. So let's bring the awareness inside. And taking 3 big breaths in and 3 big breaths out. So to start with, we're going to bring the awareness to the hands, and make the hands, both hands, into the tightest fists that you can. Really bring the hands into a tight fist. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. We're going to do the same with the feet and the toes. Really make those feet and toes into the biggest, tightest fist you can. Squeeze, 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 and release. Let's really engage the calves now. The calves. Squeeze the calves. Squeeze, 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 and release. Now lifting the kneecaps. So using the thighs to lift the kneecaps, really squeeze those thighs. Squeeze, 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 release. Now coming into the groin and the buttocks. Squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the groin. Really as much as you can. Squeeze and release. Engaging the belly. Just really squeezing the belly in as much as you can, whatever that means for you. Engaging the abdomen. And release. And the chest and the shoulders. Just really introducing some big tension into the chest and shoulders. Squeezing it. So it's that including the upper back as well. Squeeze and release. The upper arms. Really engaging the upper arms. All those muscles. Maybe the shoulders will be included again in this one. And release. The lower arms. Really feeling the lower arms engage. Maybe the upper arms as well as you do this. And release. And then screw the face up. Screw the face up. Make the face into a fist. Nobody's watching. The whole head is a fist. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Like you've just eaten a sour lemon. And release. And now, the finale, the whole of the body. Just really introduce that. Make the whole body into a fist. Introduce tension into the whole of the body. From the fists to the feet, to the legs, to the buttocks, to the belly, to the chest, the arms, the face, the head. Squeeze everything. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's like you're trying to lift yourself off the ground. And release everything. And breathe. And just allowing the body to be open. Allowing the breath to flow. And just softening the face. Softening the body. Allowing the practice to really absorb into the physical body now. So you can either stay in Savasana now for another 5 or 10 minutes if you're watching this session online. We're going to bring the session to a close. Just gently becoming more and more aware of the physical body and the breath, the temperature of the air on the skin, on the nostrils. And breathe in deeply. And bring the arms up and over the head. Really nice stretch the entire length of the body. Stretching right side, left side. If you've been seated, then you might want to straighten your legs, and you might want to just give yourself a little bit of a twist in the spine. Suits you, and then just going to roll over onto your right hand side. So just stay on the right hand side for just for a few moments, just allowing yourself to come round. It's always good to just gently come out of any yoga or meditation practice, so we're not going to gradually re-enter the world, bringing some awareness with you, and just coming up into a simple cross-legged seated position, finding the breath, and lowering the chin to the chest. Open the eyes and gently lift the gaze. Namaste.